Welcome back to the Mike on the Mic podcast. And oh boy, I believe it's time for the Rock and Roll Bowl. I can't believe we even made it here, dude. But honestly, a week ago was episode 4, and for some reason it feels like the longest week ever. So I'm gonna go over what the hell has even happened in this series so far, because holy hell, it was just a slow week for me. I feel like it went super slow, and I even kind of forget what the hell happened. So let's go over. So episode 1, we made Team MCA with MCA, Ad Rock, David Bowie, Axl Rose, Jim Morrison. And then in week 2, we made Team Van Halen, which just rose to the top, baby. That was with Van Halen, Robert Plant, Stevie Ray Vaughan, an absolute legend, Dave Grohl, and Don Henley winning that game 7-3. Okay? Beast game. All right. And then week 3 and 4, we made Team Slash, Team Joe Perry. And Team Joe Perry sadly getting out of there 6-21. I mean, what a hell of a game. All right, buddy. QB Slash on Team Slash, and that had Chuck Berry, Mike D, Bob Seger, Buddy Holly. And then Team Joe Perry had Joe Perry, Prince, Jimi Hendrix, Alice Cooper, and Steven Tyler. Both stacked teams, but Team Joe Perry just not able to pull ahead and get that victory. So that leaves us to today. Today is the first ever coveted Rock and Roll Bowl by DJ Mikey D. We got rock legends going head-to-head in a football game. It doesn't get better than this, rock lovers. Your beloved rock legends are competing in a football prize, and this is the first coveted ever. The Rock and Roll Bowl, Team Van Halen up against Team Slash today. There's nothing better. So, without further ado, let's get into this game. And if you don't know the rules by now, we do a coin toss, and then we go up into whoever wins that coin toss goes up into quarter 1, and then quarter 2 switches, quarter 1 switches, quarter 3 switches, quarter 4 switches until the end of the game. And I have a Google wheel with all the possibilities that can go on in the game. So first up, let's do a coin toss, see who's going first. All right, let's see who we get. I'm banking on Team Slash here. I hope Team Slash wins. They just won the coin toss, so they're going to be going up first. But I hope Team Slash wins. It's got some good fellas. It's not the greatest team for football playing, I imagine, because they have, it's Team Slash. Slash is the QB. I feel like that's a good pick. But then you got Chuck Berry, Mike D, and Buddy Holly, man. Which is weird, we can exclude Buddy Holly. He's the kicker. He might have a good leg on him. But Chuck Berry and Mike D has a running back and wide receiver combo there. Yeah, that's pretty whack. The tight end Bob Seger, I'm cool with that. Maybe a young Bob Seger as a tight end. But I'm not sure about now. But QB Slash, I am totally cool with that. And if Slash wasn't the QB, I probably would have put him as a tight end. But I feel like it's good. But Team Slash is up first to bat here, so let's give it a spin, see what they do in quarter number 1. Game is underway now. And, Team Slash unable to get a score there. It still remains 0-0. But Van Halen's coming on up for that second quarter. And let's see what Team Van Halen can do. The whistle's just blown. Game's underway. Team Van Halen with a 2-touchdown lead, 14 points. They were able to get their PATs after that. So quarter number 2, it's a 14-0 game. Van Halen. Oh, man. This team has just been incredible this season, dude. QB Van Halen. Running back Robert Plant. Wide receiver Stevie Ray Vaughan. Tight end Dave Grohl. And the kicker Don Henley. This team is unstoppable thus far. We are in halftime. Vroom! Halftime has just ended. Baby. Team Slash up to bat. They go. Whistle's blown. They're going. And we get 14 14 points from Team Slash. Are you shitting me? It's a tie game once again. Sorry for the cursing. It is a tie game once again. 14-14 Van Halen Slash. Oh, man, we will go into overtime if we have to. But quarter number 4 is underway. Van Halen coming in. Can they pull a win? Can they get something for this daggone team? Nope. And Team Van Halen able to get 7. Constructing their lead up 21-14 end of the game. Team Van Halen is our Rock and Roll Bowl winners, baby. That's a team. Now, this is a team that I've been rooting for up until today. You know, I wanted Team Slash to win with that. They got Mike D on there, you know what I mean? I have to root for Mike D all the time. We're the same fellas, you know what I'm saying? I love the Beastie Boys, man. But yeah, Team Slash unable to convert there. Just one touchdown. Down, man. In the game in this Rock and Roll Bowl. But Van Halen, yeah, such a stacked team. They had QB Van Halen, running back Robert Plant, wide receiver Steve Ray Vaughan, and the tight end Dave Grohl, and the kicker Don Henley, of all people, man. I mean, what a team. They won the coveted prize of the first ever Rock and Roll Bowl here on the Mike podcast. They better be proud, baby. That's not an easy title to win right there. But, I mean, heck, you know what I mean? That concludes the first ever Rock and Roll Football Season 1, the first ever here on the Mike podcast. I mean, it's incredible. I'm definitely going to do a Season 2 of Rock and Roll Football. I'm probably going to go over, I'm probably going to go over with my team and discuss maybe some new rules in the future. I'd love to get a soundboard too for the Rock and Roll Football and do some fun things there. I'll figure out how to do such before next season. But yeah, this has been Season 1 of Rock and Roll Football. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a good time actually building these teams with some rock legends, people that I've listened to for years, and fucking was able to put them in football teams, and Team Van Halen just able to come up on top for the victory of Rock and Roll Football. This has been Rock and Roll Football with DJ Mikey D, and that ends our weekly series. It's been fun, and I hope to see you on my next series.